The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Kevin Hinks, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow down 195, Nasdaq off 26, S&Ps are off 20, gold's up 44 bucks, silver's up 38 cents. The 10-year is up 26, 30's up a point in 26, and good old King Dollar's down 331. And it depends on what day it is. We're either, well, most of the time we've been down a percent and a half. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tommy. My seatbelt's fastened. I'm ready to go.
I'm telling you, man. You know, between looking at last night, what happened, folks, is that the Hang Seng hadn't been open for a couple of days. That opened down like 3.4%, and all night long these markets were getting croaked. And then this morning I was looking at this and I'm saying to myself, I got up and I was looking, I'm saying to myself, you know what, that S&P is going after the lows, and I just felt that it was coming in there too quick. It's just like anything else.
This morning, Tom, I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm sorry, what?
I think with everything going on, all the action in this market, look at the dollar today. Remember the statistic, 27 of 30 Dow stocks do better with a lower dollar. Everyone's complaining about, how even PepsiCo today, who beat on earnings, talking about the dollar was a headwind for them.
Okay.
The dollar lower is good for stocks. Good for definitely American multinational stocks too.
Yeah.
Bond 10-year yields are low. I mean, there's a lot of good things to look at in these trading markets right now.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And the disconnect out here, folks, inside many media outlets also. This morning, which kind of shocked me actually, on Bloomberg, Kevin, I heard, one of the commentators say, what's causing this is that the dollar is higher. And I'm looking, I'm saying to myself, the dollar's down 350 ticks. The dollar's lower. It's like, hold it, whoever was just writing that was writing the wrong commentation coming across the screen. Do you know what I mean?
I guess the dollar's higher if you count since 2013. I guess it's higher.
It's been a one-way deal. That's right. The last 3 or 4 weeks. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, but there's a lot of. I just think I don't know. Maybe it's just my gut, or maybe it's my feelings as a trader. I just think this is a market now. We've kind of moved into. I like buying dips here. And trading, I mean, these futures were down over 300 this morning. If you nibbled there, you've already got a 100-point rally.
No, and in the Nasdaq, the NQs are only down 27, folks. Okay. Just to get the aspect, we're at 39.40 right now, and NQH. Thank you. NQH, we were down. So we were down to 38.62. Oh my God! You're talking 80 points. We're 80 points lower, and it was coming into something. That is the NQs were coming into last Thursday, and it's like, okay, last Thursday we had some. Monday, and we had monster volume on Monday, so it's like,
Right. Tom, a lot of the discussion going on right now, and the difference between a lot of the people listening and the people that listen to your show and our shows is these people are trading, not just investing.
Right.
And trading is a whole different animal. You're not looking for 3 months from now. You're looking for 30 minutes from now.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's your world.
Right.
So if you nibbled this morning and now you've got 100 points, coming out of your futures, you're like, yeah, did I really have a bad day? I don't think so.
Now this is where that you'd love to see options opened early in the morning like that, right?
Absolutely right. You'd like to be nibbling right now. You're right.
Yeah, and what happens, folks, is, of course, the option market opens at 9:30. But many times it's like, oh man, can't options be open right now?
Well, that's what we used to say with years and years ago, the futures would be open, but, there was no pre-trading on stocks.
Yeah.
Right? And we used to always say, the unemployment number would come out. You'd get these big whips in the futures, and I'm trading GE. I can't trade it.
Right.
So all the volatility would be out by the time that it happens. So at least now you can trade in extended markets. You can trade some underlyings.
No,
if you have positive gamma or something like that.
Exactly, which is absolutely huge. Because
but I mean, for a trader market, Tom, please correct me if I'm wrong. We love these markets.
Oh, there's no doubt.
You're getting big swings. Up or down, you're getting big intraday swings.
And you're looking for divergence, folks. That's the bottom line. When this morning I'm saying to myself, okay, man, hold it. Because when you first looked at the markets this morning, I'm saying, oh man, we're under all the lows. Then all of a sudden, I start looking at the screen and it says, no. And this, I'm not talking about as before I brought my computer up, right? I says, I think this S&P is probably going after its lows, which is a different animal than gapping below it. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And sure enough, it was not only going after it, but there was enough action also in the S&P's pre-market that you could get an inclination that, guess what? It wasn't blowing out with 100,000 contracts every 10 minutes. I'll
tell you another thing, Tom. As a trader in this new environment right now,
yes,
you really got to work hard to clear the noise away from your head. You're right. Stay with the big picture and the big macro fundamentals and trade those. But you got so much noise with news all over the place right now. You really got to focus. And
the news works for you. That's this morning. I'm saying, this is so deviant, it's unbelievable. You work the news for your side, right?
Right. Exactly.
12 o'clock, folks, right here. Swim lessons with Kevin, Scott, and Cindy. Just go to TFNN.com. Hit Tiger TV. Kevin, thanks so much.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 203. You get Nasdaq off 25. S&Ps are down 20. Gold up $45. How about that gold move, huh?
Gold up $45. You know,
I'm telling you, man. You know,
it's funny. I'm seeing articles too. Oil drops below $27 a barrel for the first time since. Gold best day move since. You know, there's a lot of like since right now, as in just crazy action for the first time in a while.
There is, and you know. Gold in particular, you know, this is a monster move. Wow. I mean, you know, I've seen it come off the lows before. When they come off the lows, you can get some good action. This one here is dramatic. You know, we've done.
I don't even think you need to explain it. Everyone can see that bar. I mean, it's just amazing. It is,
and that's, you know,
and that's coming off some serious huge moves. You know, it's not like we've had a flat market and we get a pop and it really jumps on the chart.
Right.
I mean, we've had a run. That's amazing, and still today is.
This has been a one-way run since 1071.
Yep.
And that's January 14th.
Yeah, we're approaching almost 200 points, almost 20%.
Right.
Put it, I mean, 15% at least. Yeah.
And if we take this and watch when you put this on, and this is I'll show you where I'm getting the 1392. The thing that's kind of intriguing is that the 13. We'll put it up here so you can see how this shakes out. The break of the whole downtrend, you know, occurred on a weekly basis last week, you know.
Yep, I remember pulling it up.
Right, and you know, just the top of that break is 1392 on this contract.
Sorry, what chart is? What are we looking at? This is a weekly.
You're looking at a weekly, and I put it back like 3 years.
Okay, cool.
The thing that's going to be pretty wild here, folks, is that when you actually look at this and lay this out, and I don't like, you know, even speculating on head and shoulders and all that, but this could end up being a big head. And then it drives people crazy that we go sideways after the 1392. Everyone gets in gold. What seems to happen? Everyone gets in it. It's all excitement again. Then it goes chops around back and forth for another half a year, 8 months, and then makes the next leg.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it can be a straight rocket ship, right? You know, from 1,000 to 2,000, that's a tough one.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
If it does,
we're in trouble. As in the market.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Well, that's right. The currencies would be in trouble.
I think the market would be in trouble too.
Yeah.
But the gold's not going to shoot to 2,000 while the market's just hanging out being strong. That's not going to be the environment that I see.
No, I can understand that. What is a little bit different here, looking out how this market's reacting today, like I don't think the bond move, you know, if inside the 10-year bond, the note, that went to the moon also.
Yes.
But that has been so extended, it's like, okay, if the market is going to bounce back, this has to come down.
Yes.
Well, we know nothing has to happen, really. Do you know what I mean? Right. But in that correlation, it makes sense.
Can you pull up the rates? What's the 10-year at right now?
Yeah, seriously. Folks, go refinance right this second. 1.625.
1.625, wow.
1.625.
So what was it at when the Fed raised them for the first time? Around 2, I think? I want to say it was right around 2.
Yeah. They raised
Pretty
them.
amazing.
They raised them and the market lowered them.
Yeah. I mean, they raised them and the market lowered them by 0.4.
Which is unbelievable.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially when you're at 2.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, it's right across the world right now, too, by the way. Let's see how many negatives we got. Well, in the 2-year, there's no negative. Oh, no, look at that one. Switzerland. So Switzerland, even in a 2-year, isn't that intense, man?
Yeah.
So, oh no, that's a 2-year. That's a 10-year. What am I talking about? We have the 10-year up, and to put money in the bank in Switzerland, you have to pay them for 10 years. That's crazy. Watch this. I'm going to bring this down to 5 years, and let's see who you're going to pay. Okay, so in a 5-year negative rate, France, you're going to pay them. Germany, you're going to pay. Sweden, you're going to pay. Netherlands, you're going to pay. Switzerland, you're going to pay. In Japan. That's pretty intense, man.
Yeah. That's
on a 5-year, folks. And when I pull this one up, everyone's going to be in shock probably. A 2-year. A 2-year, you have to pay Switzerland 1.1% to hold your money.
Well, the good news is you can get 14% in Greece, though. I'm just kidding. Of course. I mean,
If you get your money back, right?
Hey, you can get 5% at the Tiger First Mortgages.
There you go.
Except we don't have any left right now.
Yeah, that would make sense, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, so it's pretty wild. Now let's go over and take a look at the NQs, because the NQs, what you had out here this morning, folks, is that as I couldn't get a clue off the NQs. I got a clue, and I'll go over it as to I thought the market would bounce off the S&Ps. But then what I did is this. I knew that Tesla was up $9 or $10. Okay? And it's like, okay, hold it. With Tesla up $9 or $10.
And what does Tesla trade at? So percentage-wise? I like percentages. I just don't know what $9 means.
Let's take a look at it. So, it was 158.
So it's up about 10%. Between 7, 8, 10%.
Right. Well, at that point, it was only up $10.
Right, 7, That sounds like 7%. So
then I started looking. I says, you know what? When a Tesla, when you get a market that's down 300, right? Everything's down, especially a Tesla's down. It's like, okay, so it's been a tech wreck beyond belief. I says, you know what? It looks to me, and I pulled up a few others. It's not that they were down, but they weren't up either. I mean, they weren't up, but they weren't down.
Did Tesla come out with their numbers last night?
They did.
Okay.
They did. You know, and the numbers, the numbers.
I think they under-delivered, but it's all.
But I think it had to do with the
projecting growth.
Yeah, right.
I saw some headline, they're projecting 78% growth or something like that.
It was about as many. They were going to deliver more cars
next year.
Yes.
Yeah.
So to make a long story short, and I was looking, I says, okay, you know what? It's going to be the Qs that's going to be the play.
Okay.
You know, because of that aspect, and you know, we'll see if it shakes out like that. But you know, thus far, you know, that's how this thing looks like. And as I said a little bit earlier, to me, it's about that energy that it just came back too quick.
Sure.
It's tired. You know, inside the NDX 100 right now, the leader out here is. TripAdvisor, that's up $8.
They must have had at 15% just to put it in.
15%.
I like percentages, man.
Okay.
You know.
Tesla's up 10%.
Yep.
Cisco is up 8%. That's a big move. And Expedia is up 7%.
Yeah. So I wonder, can we look at TripAdvisor? I mean, they must have had some powerful numbers.
And that's. Okay, so.
Yeah, they've all got whacked pretty good.
Big time, right? It's off the bottom.
Still, go ahead, yeah.
So numbers, look at that revenue. So, you know, it got whacked, but their revenue was up pretty dramatically. Meaning, compared to what it's supposed to be.
Sure.
288 million. They took in 309 million.
Yeah, 288 was the estimate. They took in 309. The earnings, you know, they beat by
2 cents. Oh, don't.
No, they beat by 10 cents. They were only supposed to make 35 and make 45.
Big.
That's right. They beat by over 25% when you look at it.
Right. Huge.
Yeah.
And these markets are so deviant. The thing that's going to be really crazy is that let's go to the Dow Industrials. Let's see what's inside the Dow. So the Dow right now, there's only one Dow stock that's positive, Cisco. That's down 2. So Cisco's up 8%, but you can see the Dow also. Now the Dow's the only between the S&P, NASDAQ, and Russell that hasn't tested that low out there. Of the 20th.
Yes. And go back to August.
Exactly. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow's down 228. NASDAQ's down 38. S&Ps are down 24. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 232. NASDAQ is off 43. S&Ps are down 25. And natural gas numbers are coming out. So EIA says natural gas stockpiles fell 70 BCF. And that's not enough for the gas market.
There must be more to that story, right? We'll pull it up, but this is the live market. We're looking at Nadex. And it's always great seeing these bars as that news comes out.
Especially, folks, and if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, if you're trading natural gas, even gold, oil, that's where to go to trade it.
No matter what you're trading right now,
exactly.
It's nice knowing that where your risk is maximized, right? You know, your max pain.
Your max pain, that's right.
There's a lot of max pain going on around.
There is, no doubt. Let's go to Carlos in California. Carlos, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy.
How you doing?
How are you guys?
Morning, Carlos.
I'm doing all right. Thank you.
Good.
Tom, I have a question related to the dollar. Actually, I'm in a position where it's euro, US dollar.
Okay.
I'm long the euro.
Yeah.
And I have a small profit, but I'm thinking about adding to my position. Will that be okay at this point, or should I wait for confirmation of this trade?
So, are you in the currency market? How are you long the euro?
I put a Forex position.
Forex?
Yes.
Okay. So,
I mean, around, I don't know, it's exactly price. It's almost 109, 110.
Yeah, and you're at 113, which is big money. Let me go look at.
It's only one. I think they call it contract.
Okay. So if we look at the dollar, you know, we're at 95.58. The reason I'm looking at the dollar, folks, is this: is that what ends up happening is that the dollar in the futures market has volume. You know, this is a tradable instrument, and inside the currency markets, depending what dealer you're at, the volume is only at that dealer.
Okay. So you're seeing isolated volume.
You are.
Yeah.
You are. And so you don't know what it is.
Sure.
So
you're not getting a full grasp of the market.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, we're at 95.59, and it's like, yeah, it wants to go to 94, and then you get it. Then we take the aspect that, okay, the inside that dollar index, the euro is 60% of the dollar index, and then the move, though, that is making the dollar index move so down dramatically is that the yen. The yen has just gone from 122 down to 112. At this point, I wouldn't add to that position, and what I would try to do, Carlos, is figure out another way that the foreign currency markets, the FX market itself, is not something that I would be staying in overnight in this environment.
Sure.
Whether you're long or short, because it's a vicious market, man. If you're going to do that, you're going to get something. You could do options on the dollar index, buy or sell them. I think
even if you want to, this is the reason I opened this. This is my first trade I have done in Forex.
Yeah.
And the only reason I opened one position is I want to keep an eye how it works. And I just left it the way it is since Draghi was promising something on the market and he didn't deliver.
Right.
I put my position and I let it go. And I see sometimes it looks like I sold something and opened something, but it's still there. It's still there. And I don't know if that is costing me money. I haven't checked. But it's just in the green. I haven't worried about that much.
Sure.
To answer your question, it does cost you money every night. It's costing you something, because what you're leveraged out, because that's what makes it so exciting too. But you are leveraged out.
And I don't think it's a substantial amount, though, right? I mean, really, his profit or loss is going to be determined by the underlying.
That it is. It is. There's no doubt. So what is your leverage right now? Do you know?
Well, this is what happened, right? I have like about $5,000 in that account, and that position is costing me like $226 something.
2,600.
$226.
$226.
Yeah, $226.
Okay.
I'm not really moving.
I would close. Listen, man. I'd close that. I'd close that position out.
Okay.
I would day trade some of the position with their money, with paper money. That market is so dangerous, it's unbelievable. And the problem comes with you having $5,000 in there. If you don't have a stop in and there's a large move, well, guess what? That's a $5,000 loss you could have.
Sure.
Oh.
And that could happen overnight. I just don't know. You might only have 10-to-1 leverage. It's just a market.
There's a lot of variables in there.
And you have a lot of money in there. $5,000 is a lot of money.
Yes.
The
other. I was just going to say, Carlos, the other thing to give it a try, and we mentioned it last time. Nadex does have those contracts, in that, and that's when you're playing with small sums like that.
Right.
It would be a different deal in that. They have weekly binaries, they have daily spreads, and at least in that way, it's completely defined, which is nice. So it's at least worth checking out.
I've traded the currencies in the Nadex, and it's a good trade.
Yeah,
it's 10 times better than the FX market. It's not even close. I mean,
it's a different game. It's a different, there's a lot more undefined risk. That's what you're trying to explain, I think, there's a lot more undefined risk, and just be aware that your risk is more than probably the 226.
It is.
So that's as long as you're completely aware, but that's definitely for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I ask another question?
Sure.
If we are facing higher interest rates, does that mean that we're not going to be in a deflation environment? We're going to be in an inflation environment?
That's the battle that the Fed and the whole rest of the United States is trying to figure out right now. And the key about being in higher interest rates, even though the Fed is saying they want higher interest rates, as Tommy and I said a few minutes ago, the market has sold down. The market has said, no, we're not having higher interest rates. We're having lower interest rates. You know, the market's always right.
They're only going to exist if people are willing to pay them.
Right.
You know, I'm just
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know,
now the reason. Yes. Please go ahead.
And listen, I think we have inflation. I think the stuff that you need, whether it's food, whether it's housing, you know, is going up. I mean, I don't. Yeah. I know. I cook a lot. I spend more money at the store.
Yeah,
a lot.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too, and I notice when we go shopping, a lot of the packages that we used to buy bigger with more, they're just the same number of things but smaller.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Sure.
There's no doubt.
Yep.
Cooking, brother.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks, to come right back. Dow right now is down 239. Nasdaq's out 40. S&P's are down 25. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 292. You get the Nasdaq down 50. S&P's down 29. Gold's up 51. And the King Dollar is down 466 ticks. Let's get a Mark in Concord. Hey, Mark, what's going on?
Not much. Getting ready for the real blast of the cold.
Is it? Oh, it's getting really cold up there?
This weekend, Boston 5 below Saturday night.
5 now that's unusual, folks. Boston doesn't get 5 below on a long-term basis, at least.
Yeah.
That's real temperature, too, not wind chill, right?
Exactly. And then, check this out. Monday, 40s.
That is wild.
Crazy.
It seems like it's always been a little bit of a roller coaster for you guys up there. At least you're getting a little bit of reprieve.
Maybe the thing we should be playing is not the indexes, but the temperatures.
Yeah. Seriously.
Hey, did you guys think about my suggestion of 2 weeks ago? Doing a remote show up there in Maine, right there across the street from LLB. You know what kind of publicity that would do? You do a show right there and talk about all the tourists who come into Maine from all over the world. Boy, that would be some publicity for TFNN.com.
You know, it's so funny is that I know exactly. You know, you'd never get a spot there, folks, but I know exactly what Mark's talking about because I used to love going up there in LL Bean, where the road is, the store's on the left-hand side, so I know the right-hand side, right? You know right what you're talking about, you know. Isn't that funny? It's, yeah.
Do you know what kind of publicity you would get, Tom, even if you just did a remote up there for 6 weeks? Boy, that would be a shot in the arm.
For 6 weeks.
Yeah, no, we go on a vacation up there. That's what he was talking about. Listen, I know, man. That's, you know.
Exactly.
You know what? This is what's hard to do. What happens is that we're so used to now being in the water so much and having a lot of fish down there.
The warm water, not the
exactly.
cold water. Yeah.
That even going up, like last year sailing up in Newport, it's hard to get in that water. It's beautiful. So that's a killer for us after we're like spoiled, rotten little kids. You know what I mean? So, but it's gorgeous.
You'd have to put your Boston blood back into you.
That's right.
Yeah, that'd take quite a bit at this point.
Yeah, easier said than done.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, hey, listen, guys, on a serious note, here's my question. I was listening to Larry's show before yours, and I did not catch the whole thing. I caught part of it.
Yeah.
But in listening to Larry, I got the opinion that we're not going to bounce. I got the opinion that this goose is cooked, basically, and we're not going to bounce. And he says, I don't remember what he says. I'm going to go back tonight and re-listen to his show of this morning. But, and I could your 10 a.m. update, and I've been listening to you most of your show just now, and it seems like, maybe you guys are looking at different sets of data. Tom, you're looking at volume and how quick it came down. Larry's looking at patterns and cycles and that kind of thing. And I know you guys are looking at different sets of data. So I don't know. I just wanted to throw that out there for discussion. I may be wrong. I may be misinterpreting. I may be misinterpreting what Larry said. And
I believe I was listening to Larry and I was jumping in the car, so I got the beginning of it. And what I believe he was saying, he was talking about another guy that he had on last week, and he had the Bradley indicator up. And the Bradley indicator was indicating that from February 5th, this was going to be a very fast move down. And what ended up happening is that I was leaving the house, and then I had to go somewhere else, and so there's about 20 minutes I didn't hear it. But that's what you may have heard, okay? And
I go back and listen to it.
Larry was talking about what this other person was talking about on the air.
Sure.
And he had I was watching Tiger TV, so he had the chart up, too, of that Bradley indicator.
Yeah. Well, I think this came more like around the 9:30-ish area, if I remember right.
That's exactly what he's talking about. Then now I know that's what he's talking about, because what happens, I waited at home till the market was opened, and I said in the den, I said, okay, I'm off to the office. And so it was the first 10 minutes. It was 9:30.
I'm going to go back and listen to a show this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the nice thing about this, is that you can go back for a week, go back into the archives and listen to the shows or whatever.
No, man.
Exactly. That's such an asset, Tom. You've hit a home run with that. It's you've done a great job.
Well, we appreciate the feedback.
I just wanted to throw that out there because I heard that, and I heard your opening monologue. I said, as much respect I have for you, Tom, and Larry, it just seems like you guys were not on the same page, so to speak. So I thought I'd throw that up for discussion.
No, totally. And listen, it doesn't, this market, I don't know exactly where Larry is right now, but I would say I know on a longer basis where definitely on the same page, and that's this market's going a lot lower. I mean,
right? But
the way markets.
But I was listening to it on my cell phone in the car. I was doing some errands before I came into work, and I just said, I said to myself, he's implying that we're not going to bounce and whatever, and I said that's interesting because I remember I said to myself, I have to be sure I hear Tom's 10 a.m. update because Tom's been saying since last week we're going to bounce. And yesterday afternoon I'm listening to your the 3 o'clock part of your show, and we were all surprised. I'm looking at my TD Ameritrade account on my cell phone, and I keep seeing the indexes go down, 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 down. I said, "Boy, what is this?" And I think we were all surprised at the breadth of that market coming down. And then I said, "This is going to be a very interesting open." And I looked at the futures last night, and the futures really didn't do much of anything this last night. I mean, they were down, but nothing dramatic. And then I woke up this morning at 5:30, and I caught it on the radio early this morning, and I said futures down 318. I said, "Whoa, what is this?"
Yeah.
So anyway, but I wanted to throw that out for discussion. If you get time later, Tom, you might want to just go back and listen to Larry's archive. So anyway,
we'll have Larry call in. That'll be easy. Cooking, brother.
All right, cooking, brother. Stay warm.
Have a great
one. You too, Mark. Stay warm, man.
Bye.
The aspect of taking another leg down. Now, I can give you the parameters. If you go over to the gold market, the bottom line is that the gold market took another
leg up.
So inside this market, if you broke those lows and you broke them with conviction like gold, that's it. I mean, then you'd be talking something really major.
Yeah, I mean, everybody should be aware that we could spike up or down really quickly, no matter what your market direction bias is.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
There's just so much volatility in the market. It doesn't mean that. I mean, things don't have to make sense right now. That's
right,
for sure. No matter what you think, any given day can throw you a curveball and be up or down 300, as we've seen in a blink of an eye.
Yes, because the leg too. The leg we'd be talking about is 2081 down to 1812. 2081. I mean, that's huge. Just 98 plus 80. 98. What? 170.
No, we're going.
That's 170 S&P points.
270.
270 S&P points. Oh my God. And
because we're going, just to put it, this is where we go so quick. We're going from about 1800 to about 2080.
Right.
That's
that's intense. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are down, let's see, 272. Nasdaq's up 40. S&P's down 26. We're going to be right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, as you come over to TFNN, what a great day. Man, Mr. Steve Rhodes is doing a workshop tonight. The ultimate toolbox for his subscribers.
He sure is.
You can come over. You can subscribe to Mastering Probability right now. 30 days, absolutely free. Come into the workshop tonight, 6:30 to 7:30. Going to be a great workshop. And there's no doubt it's a great market to do something like this. It's like, oh my God, right?
You know, and people get the newsletters, they get the premium services, but it's nice when you get to see, like yourself, Steve, just kind of what they're doing as they're setting up those trades, the methodology.
And why they're doing it.
Right, exactly.
Right, exactly. Because it's one thing getting the newsletter, it's nice knowing why they're doing it.
Exactly.
Let's go to Stanley in Maine. Hey, Stanley, what's going on?
Good morning. It's always a pleasure to speak with the O'Briens.
You too, man. How you been?
Stanley.
I've been okay. I was waiting for spring. It just turned cold up here, and we heard what's going to happen in Boston. So,
yeah.
Stay warm, man.
Gee, Tom, I don't know if you ever look at the Globe anymore, but that whole section right at the end of the expressway where the steam plant was,
yes,
they're going to put that up for development.
So listen, this is so cool because, of course, I got a lot of friends there, and one of them is the head of the Ironworkers Union. And he sent it to me yesterday.
Wow, nice.
Exactly. What was it? The headlines in the Globe yesterday, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah. Oh yeah. A big picture, layout of the area.
Right. There's 15 developers going after it. Yeah.
Hopefully it goes just as well as the Big Dig.
Yeah.
You think that parcel will get some action or what?
It will. Yeah, it's be huge. I know. Hey, listen, it's a mind blower, folks. The property in South Boston is $600 a foot.
Yeah, no, you're just talking about residential.
I'm talking about residential. I'm talking about the residential that everyone, you get the gist of it. It's just amazing.
Everybody loves Boston right now, man.
Big time. Yeah.
Okay, so my idiot question of the day is, I've been sitting here watching GLD all morning. Is it too late to jump on it?
Yes.
Yep?
Yes.
Okay, give me a buy level.
This is what ends up happening, right? My take is that, yes, we are going to that 1392. And you know what? Guess what? This is going to be a straight line move. But the risk versus the reward just does not work in this. I mean, if you're not, into the market at this point, it's like, it's not there because we could gap down just as quick to 114 or 119.
One thing you could do, you were looking at that weekly, how it's completely come out of that range. Maybe if it comes back down and tests that bar on the weekly.
That's right.
Maybe that's around like a 110 in the GLD.
Right.
Okay.
That's what I was looking at as you were pulling up that, where it breaks out of the channel and then maybe it comes back down and tests that channel line.
Yeah, that would be the buy. So I suspect we're going to go to 125 first, though.
Sure.
But you cannot buy that because you might make 450, but you can lose 450 just as quick.
And it could be back down to 110.
Right.
Yeah, you could just 10.
I can tell you this. We owned quite a few stocks in the gold market, and I sold 3 of them on Monday. And as soon as I get off right now, I'm going to sell a couple more.
The risk reward, and huge profits. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, it's big money, and what happens, and this is what I'm watching a couple of them right now, and it looks like we're going to have the juice behind the move, and so if we do, they can go higher, but I'm going to peel a few off,
Okay.
because.
And just so it's interesting, you're peeling a few off. That's selling. You're not the only one who's going to be selling, right? I mean, that's just take that, Stanley. That's just a small indication, but I'm sure, people who are in this market, there's just massive profits that they just might want to take some profits.
Well, this patience that you both helped me with on Exxon sure paid off, because I bit my tongue and waited, and when I grabbed it, it was good,
That's awesome, man.
Perfect.
So it's a discipline, and it's hard to, you want to get caught up, but you always have to take another.
No, it's a great word, discipline, for sure.
It's huge.
So make sure you see Spotlight, the movie. I saw it last week.
Spotlight?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll check it out, man. Stay warm up there, Stanley.
Okay.
Have a great one. Stay right there, folks. Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.